Hey everyone, so I am here to show you how to make flower number 11, which is this one. So all you need is a scissors, a curling tool, and a hot glue gun, and then obviously your petals. So I am just going to do a 3-layer flower. You can easily do 4, whichever you want. I will put in the Word document the sizing for each petal for how big of a flower you want. Now I also explain in there if you would like to increase the size of your flower, how to increase the size of your petals so they still stay about the same distance between each other. So in there I tell you how to increase, I think it's about 1.5 inches each petal. So if you want to do another one, you would just make the next petal about 1.5 inches taller than as this one. So just to make it easier for you, so you don't have to stick with the ones that I have, you can make your flowers as big or as little as you want. I want you guys to be able to use this template as much or as little as you would like and get the most out of these templates. So let's start. So first, you're going to clip. You're going to cut about a 1 to 2 inch slit in each one of the petals. Now I have done the other ones. I'm just going to show you how to do 3, so 1 in each size. I just did the other ones to speed up the process. So I find it easier to curl them before I glue them together. So this one I'm just doing a basic curl. So you just kind of curl it over like that. Okay. See? And you can curl it as much if you want. You can do like one side and then the other. You can do whatever you want. You could curl it and then have it sitting this way, or you could alternate. It's all up to you and how you want your flower to turn out. I am just going to show you the basic way of how I'm doing this one, and then you can do whatever you would like and change it up. Okay. So I have those curled, and now you're going to glue them together. Now you're just going to put the tiniest amount of glue, and you're just going to overlap them just slightly, okay? Because the more you overlap them, the more it's going to make it stand up. So you just want a small pucker, whereas if, I'll show you on this one, if you overlap it, it's going to stand way up, okay? Which will make your flower a lot more narrow and higher. And I want mine to lay out more. So if you stand them up really high, it's gonna go like this. If you barely overlap them, it's gonna go more like this. So whichever look you're going for, it really doesn't matter. You can't do it a wrong way. It's just how you want them to look. And I want mine to lay out. So you do that. Okay, and so now you have these, and you are going to start with your biggest petal. So I will put these to the side, and I will get my other ones. So like I said, I already did those. And now you grab your base. Now I was planning on doing a 4-layer flower. So I made my base quite a little bit bigger than I would usually use for a 3 petal flower. So you're just, instead of being on the very edge, you're just gonna come in a little bit. It's not a big deal to have a bigger base on the back. You can trim it down if it really bothers you, but it's not gonna show. So it's really not that big of a deal. So let's start out. And so you're only gonna put glue on half of, uh-oh, I'm out of glue. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so you're only gonna put, on the first petal, you're only gonna put half glue on half of it. And I will show you why at the end. It makes it a lot easier putting your last petal in, okay? And then the rest of them, you're gonna just put all the way across. And I like to put them halfway between the cut and the edge. So you lay them out about right there, okay? And you just do that all the way around. And sometimes if you don't space them correctly, they will come out the last petal will go in either a little tighter or there's gonna be too much of a gap. And honestly, it's really easy to fix. You can just carefully pull up the petals because you will not see this part of the flower. It's going to be covered by the other petals. It's not a big deal. So just be really careful when you're lifting them up. Okay, so now I'm down to my last two. Okay, so this is the last one. Now I'm going to show you why. You'll see that you're going to put it all the way across and you are going to put it underneath like that, okay? Now, you're doing that because if you were to put it on top, let me see. If you were to put it on top like this, it would not be the same going all the way around, right? So you want to put it underneath so it looks exactly the same all the way around, and then you just glue down that part. And there is your first layer of petals. Now you're going to do the same with the middle size. So again, only half of the petal. And now you are going to put them in between the two big petals. That is how you're going to space your next layer. Actually, your next two layers. From now on, this is how you space them. Okay, now you're down to your last one and you do the exact same thing. Slip it underneath that first one, right? And then you glue that down and you have your second layer. Okay, now you're just going to finish off with your smallest petals. Again, just half. Okay, on to your last petal. Again, slip it underneath. And there you go. You have a finished flower. Now all you have to do is put a center in there. Now I'm going to just show you one of my basic centers. You can really do whatever center you want. I'm going to show you the templates I have in my shop. So these are a couple different templates that you can buy in my shop. Okay, you can see all those. Like I said, they are for purchase in my shop, so you can buy this one separately. I cut out these in gold and white, so I am going to use, I usually like to do 2 in my center just to kind of give it a little bit more pop. So I was thinking about either doing a double up of the same one, it looks like that, you can kind of see it, or I could do this. Okay, I think I'm going to do that one. I really like the look of that. So you just put a little glue on the inside. And there you go. You have a finished flower.